Welcome back. Welcome back to Cloudstone Vale. I'm Lupercus, and this is episode, 14 now? Wow, 14 episodes. I just uploaded 13. Unlucky 13. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Yeah, things don't go well in 13 for a lot of reasons, but I won't spoil it if you've not seen it. So, welcome back to my channel and my series, Cloudstone Vale. I am Lupercus, and you notice that painting in the background. That's new, that's right. There's a lot of new things around here I'll be showing you guys in this episode. So yeah, that's one, the painting. I put 3 of them up, I believe. There's the creeper, and then I don't know what this is, but kind of looked pretty cool, so I liked it. So yeah, we threw up some paintings because we had some excess wool. And let's see what else I wanted to show you. I want to apologize about the bad audio in episode 13. I was using a different headset because my headset that I'm using right now was broken, and I've kind of repaired it with with some epoxy and got it working again. Probably need to get another one. I may do that at some point, but I've got it working. I hope it sounds okay. And then I wanted to mention another thing. I was editing episode 13, and there's a moment in there, if you've been following the series, when I'm in the Nether and I'm trying to get my stuff back. I peek over the bridge, and I thought, maybe my pickaxe had fallen down there, and I actually can see my pants on the video. I didn't see it live, but I saw it in the editing. And I wonder, had we jumped down there and looked around those pillars of that fortress, would we have found it? So anyway, so that's the first time editing made me wonder, and I had to go back and look, and it's gone. But yeah. So, and then one thing I wanted to mention too, I didn't get to talk about this bow very much, but you got to see it a little bit in the last episode in the swamp. But it's power 4 flame punch 1, and I threw mending on there as well. This thing is OP. It is extremely powerful. I'm one-shotting certain mobs. Of course, it takes a little bit of time for the fire to tick down, but it really is super powerful. So I'm really happy with that. Let's see. Yeah, so let's get to some more enchanting. I've got 35 levels now. So I really need to get, this is what do we have left to enchant? Yeah, this is what I got left to enchant. I really need to get that pickaxe enchanted. If you watched last episode, you know what happened to my last one. We're going to need to get the axe enchanted. The hoe it's kind of important, but not super important. Remember, we got the shovel last time. And then boots. Boots are probably like primary priority. But I don't want fire protection. Unbreaking 3 is not bad, but that's a level 2, not a level 3 enchant, so it's probably not going to have good additional enchants. So let's check this out. I mean, Silk Touch, Unbreaking 3 is great, but it's a level 2. Silk Touch at level 3, could it come with like efficiency and unbreaking? Maybe. Is it worth the risk? I think maybe we will try. As we eventually need a fortune one as well. But let's try the Silk Touch. Silk Touch, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, exactly what I said. Literally exactly what I said. Alright, now let's see what's updated with the boots. The boots, blast protection, fire protection, protection 1, not good. Let's check the axe. We've got, fortune 3 on the axe. Although that's not a great enchant on an axe, because there's not a lot that you hit with the axe that you increase things with fortune. So Silk Touch is a better axe enchant overall, or just efficiency really. Now fortune 3 on a diamond hoe. Now that's extremely intriguing. Let's check the book before we commit. Ooh, power 4 plus power 4 gives us power 5 on this bow, which really all it's missing then is a little bit of punch. So I say we go for that, because This bow is OP, and it's about to become even more OP. So we go over here, drop this in here, drop this in here. It's going to cost us 6 levels. Do we want to give this bow a name? I don't know. I guess flame bow maybe? So we know it's a flame bow. So it's going to have power 5 flame, punch, and mending. So I think that's worth the levels. And that's probably all the enchanting we can do at the moment. But, and I'm going to show you this in further down in the episode. But look at the mending books and the silk touch books. So we definitely are going to put mending on this pickaxe here. Let's put this away. We're going to put mending on the shovel. Let's put that away. Put that away. Put the book away. So we need another mending for the shovel. I think I'll put mending on this since I have so many. I'm going to explain why I have so many here in just a second. And silk touch on the shovel? Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's get these enchants in, and then I'll explain what's going on here. Hopefully we can do. I think the pickaxe is probably the most important. So let's get that. Oh, good. So that's easy. So we're gonna call this silk touch. And we'll get rid of the diamond part. Silk touch pickaxe. Perfect. So that's now our pickaxe. Let's do the shovel next. I think would probably be. So mending is only 2. Silk touch I think is a little more expensive. So let's do it first. Or do we combine the books first? Let's see. 2. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. So we combine these. And then we combine the... yeah, that's probably the way to go. So that's now our new shovel. And then last but not least, let's get mending on this. We'll call this, this is our looting 3 sword. Is looting 3 the max? I'm not even sure if it's the, I think it is the max level of looting. So, and that's only a 2 level cost. So that's really good. So let's put away some of this. Let's put away this, that. Oh, I hear the wandering trader outside our door. Yeah, so we don't need the silk touch golden axe anymore. Just to break our what do you call that? Ender chest, yeah. So because we have a silk touch base. We definitely still need this fortune axe, but I'm going to put him away up here. And we'll put the lapis over here, or the excuse me, lapis. Yeah, so we're good. So still no axe yet, but we're getting closer. And then we probably should put mending on that and that. So let's go up here. Grab mending for that and mending for that. And there's that one, and there's that one. And well, these are probably not our long-term forever items, but they will definitely be with us for a while, and we'll definitely max these out down the road. But yeah. And you know what? I'm just thinking about. Let's hold off. I was thinking about our shield, but let's hold off. Okay, back to these books. How did I get all these books? So, in the last episode, I was trading with the villagers to the, which way is that? The south? The west. The west. Trading the villagers to the west. And I'm going to sleep this night off really quick while we're talking. So the villagers to the west, you know, I had the one mason and then the one mending trader or librarian who had, let's test this bow out really quick. We'll get back to the story. This bow is so powerful, man. It's so powerful. I mean, it one-shots these basic mobs. I know they're already somewhat damaged, but it's unbelievable how powerful this thing is. Let's try it on this creeper. Nice. Oh, here's a guy. No damage, full armor. Oop, I missed. There you go. 1 or 2 fire ticks and he was out. Creeper, let's check him. A very important mob to be able to one-shot. Okay, almost, but not quite. So yeah, so we were trading with them, and I was collecting a lot of clay and trading with the one mason villager there, and it was taking a lot of time because the mason would trade with me for clay, and then he would need time to reset, and I'd have to wait. I'd go off and mine some ores in the area or something to pass the time. But eventually I got frustrated, and I thought, there's got to be another village nearby, and I remembered one to the south that I thought had 2 masons. And sure enough, I went down to the south and found that village with 2 masons. There were no librarians, however, there were 2 unassigned. They had no what's the word? They were not. They did not have professions, so I was able to get them lecterns, and believe it or not, the very first one I got was Silk Touch for 5 emeralds. So that's about as good as it gets, as a 5 emerald Silk Touch trade. And with the 2 masons, it was very easy to get the 5 emeralds, no problem. So I might take some of this lime dye and some of this ice from him, since now we have emeralds to play with a little bit. Let's just kind of slowly buy a few things from him over time. Let's see. I think my emeralds are actually in my inventory. Yeah, I only have 9, so I can't get too much, but let's trade with him really quick and get this out of the way. Oh, there he is. He came down to me. Alright, so I think I'll go for the lime dye. And then, oh, that was it. So that was all I could get. 27 of those. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I did that, and I kind of just fell in love with that little village. It's a little alpine village right on the edge of the mountain. And I thought, man, this is a really cool village. And I was looking around the area. You guys may remember in that episode to the south, there was a meadow that I stood in, and I said, man, this is just surrounded by mountains, and it's beautiful. And it's literally right next door to that village. So I think that's going to be where we go for our long-term, like, big base when we graduate from this spawn base. And this is a nice base. I'm not saying anything negative about this, but it was never my plan to stay here long term. It was always going to be, a bigger area that, we sought out after looking and scouting and coming up with, and even that base may be, primary base, but there'll be other places that we build in this world. So that changes our plans a little bit. But anyway, more on that in a little bit, but let's look at this. So I built a little cartography area right here. So I've got us a little cartography table. I built put a crafting table on the floor. I went out and found all the dyes I could find out in the world, and then made us some banners. I want to get to mapping eventually, and then I put this loom over here. We'll also need an anvil. But all this is what we'll need to really start mapping our world and putting points of interest with the banners and an anvil. So we'll get to all that at some point, but that's something that I really enjoy doing. It's very rewarding once you get it done, to see the world map in all its glory when you lay it out on item frames. You can put it on a wall, or I like it kind of like it on the wall. Some people do them on the floor, which is really cool too, and kind of build around it and let it be kind of sort of this big floor mosaic that you don't walk on but just kind of look at. Those are really neat too. But yeah, so that's a really cool idea for the future. So just things I was doing off camera. I was editing. I had 4 videos to edit, pretty much 14, 13, 12, and 11. So I did all that over the last day or so. And while I was doing that, and I couldn't really, my computer will not allow me to edit and record and play Minecraft all at the same time. So, but I can edit and have Minecraft in the background when uploads, and I guess not uploads. Yeah, I'm uploading to YouTube, and I'm also, what's the word? When you go to export it out of the editor, there's a little bit of time that has to happen there. So anyway, I would just do things off camera and just kind of advance the world. When we went on our long expedition to find the slime, I was able to come across a very, very small desert badlands area, and I got cactuses. So I made a little kind of makeshift cactus farm. This is by no means a really, great example of an awesome cactus farm, but I get to look close to these without getting hurt, because you want to grab them before they fall into the cactus, because they get destroyed. Whoops, they get destroyed if they fall into one of the cactuses. So I'm trying to get these and expand this farm. This is one of the only sources of green dye in the game, so you pretty much have to have a cactus farm if you want access to green dye. And you can get these little flowers as well. There's an automated cactus farm that you can make that involves fences, and we'll definitely do that at some point in the future. But that one, it requires a lot of hoppers, and you have to kind of manage it. So for now, this is what we're doing. And we're going to just kind of fill these out along the way. It has to be planted on sand, and I've done it in this pattern to be able to navigate between like this, navigate between these without taking too much damage, because there's just no way to do these without taking a lot of damage. I did sink this down into the ground. It was kind of bothering me that these were popped up over, I had to jump up on there. So I just kind of dug out the dirt and sunk them into the ground. So our little nether wart for potion brewing is going well, and I could have done that with my fortune hoe, but I didn't. But anyway, we'll come back to the chicken farm, talk about that. The cows are the same. Or we remember our slime potion that we did there. I haven't done the bamboo or the what is this called, sugar cane, in a long time, because I haven't needed to, and we've been busy with so many other things. But this is new. So I got some dripstone, and we were trading clay so much, and you can see I'm 2 dripstone short, little 2 dripstone kind of nozzles down there, whatever they're called, short. But I built this little makeshift clay farm, and basically the way it works is I've got these water sources here in the 4 corners. But oh wow, this shovel's fast compared to the last time I did this. And also it breaks the clay with silk touch, which keeps me from having to turn it into the clay balls, actually, which means if I want to trade these, I have to break them down. But anyway, we'll deal with that problem. But I take a glass bottle and stack. This is exactly a stack of dirt. So we lay out the stack of dirt in here, like so. So it's exactly 64, and what we end up with is too short of a stack, because two of them don't have dripstone on them, or dripstone nozzles, whatever they're called. But then I take this water bottle and I come over here and just do this number, and it makes... Now there's automated versions of this. I have one in another world that I have, a long-term world that I've had for a while, about almost a year now. But maybe I should give you guys a tour of that one of these days. Is my first Java world that have all the automation and farms and redstone in. But that's another story for another time, I guess. But let's go ahead and sleep really quick, and then we'll finish mudding these dirt. But you literally can turn dirt into emeralds by building one of these farms, because you make this mud, then it turns into clay. You can see some of it's already turning into clay. Then you break the clay down into clay balls, and you take it to a mason, and for every 10 clay balls you get 1 emerald, and sometimes if you trade with him a bunch, it's 9. And if he's been zombified and healed, it's even less than that. I think it's like maybe half. But yeah, so this it takes a little time, but you can kind of get the idea here. All right, I'm gonna finish this. Okay, now we're finished. So if you wanted to harvest the mud, then what you would do is go ahead and harvest this now with your shovel. And you just go in here and grab a couple mud, and there you go. You've got them, and your mud stack goes up. But I'm after clay, so I'll put those in there, and then I need my bottle back. But you do have to hit them with the glass bottle for it to work. So there we go. That's how that works. And yeah, you see these little, I don't know what these are called. What are these called? Dripstone, pointed dripstone. So we're too short. So next time we're done in the caves, we'll grab that. Yeah, sugarcane's doing great. No issues with that. And then over here on the cactuses, I see that flower. I will mention, if you're trying to grow cactus like this, you have to knock these flowers off, because the flower makes it stop growing. So it will not grow any higher than that height when the flower's on top. I think their full height is like sugarcane, like 4, but I'm not 100% sure. But I usually harvest them if I go past them and there's even one, especially since I don't have all of them filled out yet. But you can see I already have about 5 of those flowers that I've knocked off. There, let's see, and get rid of some of this stuff in my inventory. Throw this nether wart over here in the potion brewing area, and we're down to 8 levels. Look at the wandering trader over here just kind of hanging out in our window. That's cool. Oh, he's lost one of his llamas. I wonder if he dropped his lead. Maybe we can steal it. Oh, no, it's down here. He's got both his llamas. Yeah, so we're good. Alright, let's see. Cactus. Okay, lava farm. Let's talk about that. I expanded it a little bit and added 4 more cauldrons and more of this pointed dripstone. So now we have 8 at our disposal at any point, and we could expand that more if we wanted to, but 8's good for now. Okay, next I wanted to show you. I went past... oh, no. I did not find mangrove in my wanderings, in all of my wanderings in the slime episode, but I passed a wandering trader. A wandering trader came to me at one point, and I could not pass up the chance to buy a mangrove propagule. So I wanted to grow this, and I went and got my Fortune 3 Unbreaking 3 hoe. Now it's a golden hoe, so we got to watch the durability, because I think it's only like 36 or something. But I don't have any mangrove propagules or any mangrove wood or anything, so I thought we'd grow this together on camera and check it out. Oh, I see. I don't want to go there. I want to go over here. Is where my bone mill is. So we'll grab go ahead and grab a stack or almost a stack of bone meal. It's not going to take that much, but I got to make a trip back over here to bring the hoe anyway. So, all right, let's grow this thing up. Mangrove trees are different than any other tree in the game. There we go. And they'll do that to you sometimes. But yeah, they have all kinds of interesting things about them, and you want to grow these propagules up, or else you will not get more of the things that can grow additional mangrove trees. I believe it's. I swore I saw one. Oh, no. Well, that was weird. I thought I saw one. So anyway, we'll chop this one down. I hope we get some propagules out of this one. But yeah, a lot of cool things from mangrove trees. Alright, we'll use the fortune hoe here. Hopefully we'll get a propagule. If not, we'll be SOL for mangrove trees. Or do you have to bone meal the leaves? Is that what it is? Oh, that's what it is. Okay, guys, sorry. That's how you get the propagules. So it requires some bone meal of the leaves. I'm glad I remembered that before we went any further. So let's get a few of these. One bone meal, and then it makes the initial propagule, and then you have to finish it with additional bone meal. And we'll just finish out this bone meal here. And as long as they're fully grown, when the leaves drop, the propagule will fall with them. There we go. There we go. So we got a few. Yeah, this is good. Okay. So really don't need this this hoe really. I didn't think about that when I was coming to do this. So, all right. So we didn't get much. You don't get much wood from these sometimes, but you get a lot of other interesting things. Carpets. These are called, what are these called? I forget. Mangrove roots. And then sometimes in the ground, see, I'm not sure it's going to work, but I think they have to be grown on mud, but you can get these mud mangrove roots. They're filled with mud, so, and they're interesting as well. So that's good. We're going to throw that in our organics chest over here. So we've got 8 for the future now, so that's good. Now we've got some moss carpets and some of these mangrove roots. And then we'll throw this mangrove wood here. I'm not really interested in getting all the mangrove roots for today, so our propagules for today. But just need enough that we can do that in the future when the time comes. So let's see. Let's go ahead and take care of this hoe really quick before I forget and use it and wish I hadn't. So it's going to take a couple swipes to get the mending working here. Couple swipes of the cows, and there we go. We're fully back up and healed. Not too worried about the diamond stuff. It'll heal as we go, or I guess repair is the word, not heal. Let's throw this back in here. Let's see. Oh, it's in my offhand. That's why I can't get it. Throw that back in there. When we do the fortune with the crops, we don't actually use any durability harvesting the crops, so that kind of works out good. Let's see. Alright, let's throw this. We got some leather here for making books and things, and then I think we've used up the majority of our, there we go, we've used up the majority of our furnace fuel, but we do have a little bit left. Alright, what other updates? Okay, I want to show you, it's a good time because it's turning dark, we can just stay indoors for a moment. So, did some organization. As you can see now, we're keeping our paper and our wool here, our dyes and banners and things. That's our, I showed you that already, but I redid these chests. That's loot. This is wood and saplings. This is ores, and then I have some random stuff here at the bottom. This is food up here, as it's always been. Now this is armor and kind of equipment, and I also have all the bundles bundled together here. And then this is our organics with a bottom row of kind of some random things here. Over here, we've got a full dirt chest with a couple of different dirt variants. We've got a full gravel chest, and this is a stone, kind of a, not a deep stone, but a stone chest. And oh, there's one of the pointed drip stones. And then we have kind of a deeper stone with some netherite, or excuse me, nether items here. So that's kind of how we've organized things in here. Nothing changed. Potion brewing. I did add a lapis chest, and then we have our enchanting chest there. So we got a little better. Oh, I think I added this chest too. This is sort of an equipment chest, and then this is right now our redstone and some equipment. But we definitely have improved our organization off camera, which is really good. So while I was doing all of this, I did experience death number 4, so I wanted to tell you about that. Death number 4 happened to an Enderman. I accidentally looked at him, and then like a fool ran indoors thinking that would somehow protect me. He teleported in here, and I didn't have anywhere that was too high. I could have hidden right there if I'd thought about it in time, but I think he could have got me either way. I just didn't think quick enough, and he just got me. The good news is we were our respawn point was right here in this bed, and we were able to pop right back out and deal with him quickly. So, or get our stuff back quickly. And oh, by the way, and I did kill him when I got done. Okay. Put some decor out, a little bit of decor. There's a couple of candles there, and I've just been decorating. Of course, you saw the paintings. Did a little bit of mining. I found a few extra diamonds. We're up to 40. Get a little bit of, you know, this, that, and the other. I did a little bit of mining off camera in the caves down below. But yeah, the trading is the biggest update. Why don't I go over to that village and show that to you? Before I went to the village, which is to the south this way, actually, it's just, I think, over these mountains here. I wanted to break this clay down with just a regular shovel, so I came over here with an iron shovel. But I thought I would show you this. This is our world. There's our Nether portal. Our first village we traded with was down there. Our bamboo. This is our sugar cane. We got our farms, our livestock farms, all of our organic farms, our bees and everything. And there's our little house there in the side of the mountain. And there's our cave, or excuse me, our mine. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, we've really came a long way advancing this world along. I thought you'd want to see that, because it kind of gives a neat look, neat shot. Alright, I'm going to break these down, and we'll head over to the village. Alright, there's our little alpine village that I'm talking about, and man, it's just so picturesque against that against the backdrop of that big mountain. And then this is just kind of the area that I'm looking at is this area here. And then on top of this meadow up here is just beautiful as well. And there's another little valley on the other side of that, that I'm thinking that this is going to be, home base. Of course, it'll need a lot of, changes to the terrain and stuff, but um, I tend to do that with whatever, wherever I'm building. I tend to terraform a lot, but it's just my style. Anyway, let's come up on this village here, and I'll show you where I've been trading, and just so much happier in this village than I was in the other one. We've got just a nice, alpine setting here. Yeah, it's just great. It does need some attention, as you can see, but and then there's this beautiful little plains area down here that we could expand it into if we wanted to. But yeah, let's talk through it. So we do need to work on some of the terrain and some of the areas here. Wow, this wandering trader I think was here last time I was in this village. Let's see if it's the same one. Yeah, I think this is the same one, literally. We've got this is he's an unassigned villager here, so that's good. We've got a cleric. Let's see, oh, he just became the cleric. Okay, good. So we can trade with this guy. So let's do that. We've got the rotten flesh. Actually, we're so full. There we go. We got the rotten flesh trade. So we'll get what we can from that. We got 6 emeralds from that. There's really not a lot else you can do with rotten flesh. So we've locked him in as the cleric. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, this needs some attention. This is the Fletcher's house, and we'll definitely be trading sticks with him and feathers eventually too. There, you can land on that hay without taking any damage, which is nice. Now we've got the farmer. Oh Lord, is this guy stuck? He looks like he's stuck. All right, let's help him out here. We got the farmer that we're going to trade with here in just a moment. Once we get this villager. Like I said, it needs some attention. Yeah, he's just stuck. We're gonna have to help him out. Here's one of the masons we've been trading with. There's 2 of them here in this village, so let's trade him up real quick. We nearly got him to, yeah, we've got him to journeyman, so we're getting there with him. And then here's one of our librarians. Actually, they're both up here. There's the silk touch for 5, and the mending's only 15 on this guy, so that's really good. Now here's our farmer, so let's trade up some potatoes and some carrots. Alright, so we're up to 47 emeralds just on this short little trip here. Alright, let's make a way up here. Ooh, not used to the power of this, yeah, there he is. Of this shovel. We're going to have to be careful. In fact, we might use this one, because we need some precision on this. Yeah, now he should be able to come up. Yeah, now he can pathfind his way up. I'm not sure what he is or where he goes or whatnot. I've been trying to kind of figure out where they live and what their professions are and whatnot. Okay, so I showed you that. Let's see, there should be one more mason to trade with. I think maybe he's in here. Yeah, he's not home, or he's not in his workshop right now. But yeah, the 2 librarians live in these 2 houses here and here. They're just temporary. I just stuck their lectern in here. I'd love to come over here and make a nice big, like a library or something here, kind of a central and maybe move the fountain in the central part of town down here just next to the library. We can wall all this in, clean up this cliffside and make it more palatable, and make paths and stairs and different things. We can do a lot with this village, but yeah, I'm just really falling in love with this little area over here. I like it a whole bunch. Just getting close to night, so these guys are going to start going to their houses. Let's see, is this the guy we traded with? Yeah, we've already traded with him. There's another. Oh, here he is. Okay, sorry to wake you. Another mason. There we go. So we've traded with him now, and I had to give him a bed. He was wandering all night long, so we'll have to give him a proper home as well. Like I said, there's a lot to do in this village to get it cleaned up. It kind of needs a little TLC, but
respawn point set.
I love it. I think it's going to be great. A little alpine village. We'll have to give it a name too. If you want to name the village, go down in the comments and name this thing. I think it'd be awesome for the community to come up with a name. Alright, I'm going to show you some more vantage points of kind of the place I want to build long term. So this location is one, if this village, we had it all cleaned up and it was very picturesque, I could see this being a wonderful vantage point with these mountains in the background and mountains over this way with cherry groves kind of surrounding the valley. And then I'm going to go right over here and show you this. We could just have a big sprawling area that basically goes from that valley just on the other side of that hill all the way over to here. And it could just be a massive, mega base, so to speak. All right, I'll head over here and show it to you. All right, here's kind of the other vantage point. You can see the village here, kind of off in the distance here. We were kind of standing over there, and then this is just about as picturesque over here as it is over there. But yeah, we got this beautiful valley down here. A lot of water going in here. The one thing we're missing here is a nice big lake or connection to the ocean, but maybe that's on the other side. But yeah, I love this one craggy mountain right here that just kind of goes up. We got a nice little cave entrance right there, just very picturesque. I'm gonna go to the other side of this mountain here and take a look and see what the backside looks like. So this is behind this mountain here. We were just standing kind of on that hill over there, and you can see that's a really pretty mountain. But a little bit of a river. Ooh, careful. A little bit of a river down here. I'm not sure where that goes, but a big, huge waterfall there. And I'm gonna go around over to that side, other side of the cherry trees, and take a look from there. Alright, here we are on the other side. You can see the village here. Yeah, it really opens up into some big riverlands here, and this may go to the ocean. I don't remember in our exploration, but we've definitely got riverlands, and we've got taiga just over there, and birch and forest and whatnot. But yeah, this is definitely not as picturesque as the other side of this mountain, but very nice area here to really get you excited about the future of the series and where we could go with a beautiful area like this. So all right, we're gonna head back to base now. So I'm thinking as I'm walking back to base, I think what we need to do next is rather than work on the chicken farm and the skeleton spawner, which are definitely priorities, we need to connect up these our base, current base, where all of our resources are, and that new village with a nether portal. So a nether portal in or near our base. There's our base right there. Oh wow, it's pretty. And a nether portal near that village somewhere. So I'm going to work on that, and then we'll be able to go back and forth through the nether very quickly and make trades with these villagers. Just as an example, I was able to get 64 plus 14 emeralds, and we spent 9 while we were there. I think 9, or maybe, oh no, we didn't. Yeah, we did spend a little bit while we were there on some dripstone. I think you guys might not have seen that. That was off camera, but I spent a couple emeralds. But yeah, so that needs to be our next order of business. So I'll work on that, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna make some obsidian here in the clay farm. So let's break some clay. And let's see, I've got 5 lava buckets. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, and then we just need 1 water bucket. I just got these lava buckets from our lava farm, so we're going to place these in each of the locations. Pay attention to where we drop them, or you end up wasting them. Right there and right there. So now we have full lava source blocks, and we had a water bucket. There it is. We want to run this water over this lava. So let's drop the water here. And see, running water over stagnant lava creates obsidian. So we kind of have a makeshift renewable obsidian farm, because I could do this as long as I have lava buckets, which we've got lava buckets for days. So we need a little bit more obsidian to be able to make 2 more gates. Let's see what we're up to now. 15. So we're getting close. Let me sleep and I'll be back. Alright, we got more lava buckets. I'm going to place these. Alright, we only had 4 because I wasted 1 accidentally. I didn't place it carefully enough. So there we go. So 4 more obsidian. Alright, portal number 1 created here at our base. We're just here right outside our back door. And we're going to go in and see where this takes us. Alright, this is good. We're in the nether waste still. I don't know exactly where we are. We're not going to worry about it too much, but we'll take the coordinates here. So we're at a -20, -5, which is where we kind of expect it to be, close to 0, 0. Alright, now we'll go create the sister portal, and we'll path over and make a nice little either tunnel or path between them in the nether. Alright, here's where I've made the sister portal, and this is kind of where I was thinking maybe town square would be in the future. We just bring it down from up there to down here and have a big, like a library like we were talking. So this would be a good place for it once we revamp this village. So let's light this up and then try to make a safe travel through the nether and see what happens here. We'll be ready for whatever, who knows, right? It's the nether. If you watched episode 13, you know what I mean. Alright, we're in a Crimson Forest. And we need to travel north. So north is this way. Let's see, you know what I just thought is we don't have on gold. Did I put gold in here? I did not, so we are definitely not going to be, ooh, piglin friendly. Forgot the power of these pickaxes, man. Alright, so we need to travel north, and we'll just go in a straight line. We do need to move diagonal about 20 blocks. Wonder, let's see, I can't remember my exact portal location, but let's travel to 0 on this axis. Let's see where we go. Watching out for lava, of course. They should be on similar planes in terms of height. Ooh. That falls off into nothing, so that is not going to work. Let's take a look around. Alright, I think I'm going to go get the coordinates of the other portal exactly and write all this down so we can make a better judgment call and not do something stupid here. Also, might get some gold armor while I'm at it. Well, I've successfully connected the two portals. I came back home and this is what I found. I mean, piglins everywhere. They have came through the portal and into my home. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I say we deal with these guys at the hut. What do you guys say? If I attack one, that should get them all fired up at me. So let's see how it goes here. This may go badly. Here we go. I think they can actually, should have thought about that. They can actually bust down doors, but they can't pillar, so that's good. And here they come, all lined up. I think as long as I don't fall off here, we're good. Oh yeah, it's nice that they're immune to fire too, right? hope that's all of them. We're gonna have to put a gate on that. It's a nice source of XP though. Oh man. Maybe not. I hear footsteps, so I don't think we've gotten all of them. Oh, no, here they come. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah, they beat my door in. That's crazy. I think that can be fixed with a fence gate, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll do that, and then I'll show you what's going on. Okay, something like this should stop them. I hope. Alright, let me show you how these are all connected, and then we'll end this episode. We'll sleep this night off real quick. But I went ahead and interconnected not only the village, but our other portal as well while I was at it. I had to rope this off because this was getting zombie piglins like crazy. I'm not sure why, but we'll worry about that later. So I'm going to go on in. This is our portal from our base. Alright, going in here. This way, I believe, will take us to our first Nether portal. I believe, yeah, so this is our very first Nether portal. So this is the one that's close to the fortress, and not a very long, jaunt there from there, but I figured since I had them, I might as well connect them. And we'll get some more proper tunnels going at some point. Let's see, now this one, so we got to go, that one goes up to base. Let's see, I think we have to go back up to base, yeah. So in order to get to the village, we'll have to go back up to the base. So we can know we have a tunnel from there to the village. So here's base, and here is to the village. So it takes me several minutes to walk to the village, but with this tunnel I can get there significantly faster. Tried to make it as smooth and as quick as I could. And we're going to go up a couple of staircases. We could also put stairs in here and make it go a little faster. I hear a ghast. And right around this corner, whoops, excuse me, didn't mean to do that, meant to eat. And here we are in our Nether portal to the village. Oh, and this is a problem. Zombie piglins running around in the village is not good. I don't think, do they attack? They don't attack villagers. So, but we'll need to still rope it off. Go ahead and do that now. There, that way they don't get out, and I can throw a carpet on that at some point when I need to. So I could even do this right here. There's another way to kind of get in here when you... Oh, I can just use another, and then you can just jump over that to there. So why don't we clear out any piglins or zombie piglins from here just to make sure. Yeah, I don't think they're clearly not going to be hostile toward these villagers, but I mean this is our primo village now, so I don't want to run the risk of that being an issue. Don't miss and hit the horse. But if I hit this one, it should get all the others interested in me if there's any here. Alright, we got a clear shot. So it looks like he's the only one. He's really giving me a tricky shot there. Okay. Horse is okay. Village is okay. We're good to go. And now we can get into the portal through here just temporarily. Alright, so that's our portal system for now. Remember there was a ghast over here. I don't hear or see it anymore, so... And that was a tunnel that I built that I didn't need, so I had to kind of rope it off. But yeah, we got a nice tunnel system now. We can get back to base. We are exposed to ghasts, like right here, for example. But, you know, I wouldn't mind getting a few ghast tears if I can get... Yeah, come on over here. Let's see if we can get them. Problem is there's lava there. I don't want the ghast here just to drop in lava. Oh, missed. Either I missed or they're just too far away. Ah, alright, well, plenty of time for ghasts another day. I think off camera I may get some stairs to go in here and let's see. Yeah. So this is our portal back to base. And of course it's full of zombie pigmen. There we go. Well, well, well. What an episode. We got a lot done today. Wow, yeah, we've really advanced our world. I'm very excited about the future down here in our cartography corner here. We'll be using this very soon, I'm sure. But I think our focus now is going to be trading with those villagers and getting our enchants and getting our full geared out, you know, set so we can really take this world to the next level. But we're going to take our time and go through it methodically, and then once we're all geared out, I think it's going to be time to move bases and get the primary main base going over there in that beautiful valley. We'll come up with a name for that. Yeah, looking forward to the village revamp. Well, this has been Cloudstone Vale. I am Lupercus, and this was episode 14. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks again. Bye-bye.